up for Judy Tenuta and was a finalist in Corpus Christi's Funniest. Give it up for Tabor Johnson.
How you guys doing tonight? All right. So, I've been single for 3 years now, and I don't know, I'm just starting to think that there might be something wrong with these bitches. I'm just kidding, it's my fault. I mean, look at me, I'm a fat white guy who looks like Jack Black from up front and Nicki Minaj from behind. Look at this, I have a black ass. I get hit on by brothers on the daily. But there's only one black guy in Idaho, so it's always the same guy. Just learn already! Come on. So, I used to think that I hated relationships, and it just turns out I hate your relationships. Look how happy you look. Fuck you. But I realized that it has nothing to do with you guys. It's because I'm jealous. And, you know, I saw these two teenagers make it out on the bus the other day, and this boy just had his mouth on this girl, and I just wanted to punch this kid in the face. And then I realized he's not doing anything wrong. It's because I'm jealous. You know, I can't score 14-year-old Poontang anymore. Not because it's illegal, but because I lack the confidence. Also because I don't have Snapchat, and I would just look like a douchebag. So, how many of you are in couples? So you guys a couple? No? No couples? Couple things that people like to do is phone sex. Have you guys, anyone tried phone sex in here? You don't have to say woo just because a comedian asks you a question. Don't lie to me, I know you haven't. But I had phone sex a couple weeks ago, but it didn't seem like the girl was into it. She just kind of like going through the motions. So I came up with this test that you can tell if she's faking it. In the middle of the phone sex, just start throwing in names of old television shows. And see how she responds. Baby, oh, what are you gonna do to me? Oh, well, I'm gonna turn on some Nick at Night. And we're gonna watch a little bit of Gilligan's Island. More, good, because it's a marathon. There's 4 more episodes after this. Harder, good, because Matlock is on at 4. So I was talking to this girl, and I wanted to take things further with her, but I was afraid to because she has a little girl. And I don't know a thing about little girls. You know, when I was in elementary school and I was sitting on the bench and all the girls were hanging out by themselves, they were always doing that hand clapping game. You guys know what I'm talking about? Did that look like a cult to anyone else? I'm just sitting on the bench going, what the hell are they doing? And they're over there summoning the devil. Patty cake, baker's man, Charlie Manson and son of Sam. They're summoning the devil. The little girls are over there doing sacrifices. Who should we pick? I don't know. Let's let the Dark Lord decide. All right. You ready, Satan? Pick a color. All right, pick a number. Oh, 666. Oh, that'll take forever. Oh, Sally, Satan chooses you. Sorry. Even when they're in 3rd grade, those girls are bitchy. So, anyone play Guitar Hero? Of course not. That game is so old. If you still play, okay, Guitar Hero is a game for people who want to feel like rock stars, but don't want to have to deal with all that annoying pussy. Right? I have a buddy who was playing, and he was just rocking out, and he was just and midway through the song, he fails the song. And he looks so depressed. And he sets down his guitar and he goes, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I used to be real good at this. I don't know what happened. What, and then your label dropped you and you got addicted to heroin? It's a video game, relax. He's playing this song and midway through, ow, Tabor, pause, oh, rub my wrist. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Imagine if you went to a concert and that shit happened. Like if you were at Woodstock and just halfway through Jimi Hendrix, oh, my wrist. Oh, thank God, that feels good. Thanks, buddy. Excuse me while I tip this guy. Yeah, tip your roadies. myself, I used to work for the hotel industry, which was my dream ever since I was a little girl. But you meet a lot of stupid people working in the hotel industry. This woman, she called me up on the phone one time and she goes, "Yes, what time do you guys close?" "Well, we close at 10, but our drive-thru stays open till midnight." It's a 5-diamond hotel, not a Five Guys burgers and fries. Pull your head out of your ass, you dumb tart. Okay, some really good calls coming up. This woman, she called me, "Yes, we're coming into the hotel, but my father's disabled and we forgot his wheelchair." Sounds like you forgot your father was disabled. How do you walk out, and no, scratch that. How does your father walk out and forget his only mode of transportation? At what point is he just dragging himself along the sidewalk? Does he look at his legs and go, "Hey, wait a minute. You know, I'm glad you're trying to do things for yourself, but you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan." Favorite call of all time. This woman calls me and she says, "Yes, we're coming into the hotel. We'll be there in a few minutes, but I'm bringing my Boston Terriers. I don't know if this is going to be a problem. They're brown. I don't want to offend anybody." Why would that offend anybody? Who has a problem with brown dogs? Are they jumping over the fence and stealing our jobs? What's the big deal, okay? I just picture a bunch of rednecks hanging out in the lobby going, "Hey, Jimbo, check out that black lab over there. Hey, you better put a leash on your dog, ma'am. We don't want Django being unchained now, do we?" All right, I'm Tabor Johnson. You folks have yourselves a great night.
Keep that like clap going for Tabor Johnson, folks.